After enjoying a wonderful festival of lights, of colorful small particles dancing in the sky, carefully choreographed to take all our attention at a precise moment in the midnight, I felt inspired to paint a scene with fireworks as the first video of 2021. Hello everyone and welcome back to Color Art Emotion. I wish you all a wonderful new year. I don't have yet any masking fluid, so I found myself wondering how to paint watercolor fireworks without using masking fluid at all. And in this video you will see my approach for exactly this. I will be using different watercolor techniques like lifting up paint and creating atmospheric splatters to suggest the colorful explosions in the sky. I really wanted to paint a scene with water, so I decided to use as a reference this photo with a ship and, at the same time, a famous landmark from Stockholm. The advantage of this photo is that we can freely paint fireworks however we feel like. Looking at this scene, I like that the horizon line is low, in this way having more space for the sky and for the fireworks. I start by quickly sketching the ship on the left of the composition, then also suggesting the silhouette of the city in the background, and also making a few marks where the fireworks will happen. If you are new to the channel and want to learn more about watercolor painting and urban sketching, consider subscribing. Also, all the art supplies that I use are listed in the description below the video. So now we are done with the sketch. We have a nice and simple drawing in place. Now we can start watercolor painting. As this is a night scene, the dominant color that I will be using is French ultramarine, together with a bit of quinacridone rose to achieve a nice purple. And I start with preparing these two mixes, the purple one and the one only with French ultramarine, and also with pre-wetting the higher part of the paper with the sky. First, I thought of painting everything in one go, of course except the ship, but then I thought that some parts will dry while I'll be lifting paint to make the fireworks. So I decided to start only with the sky and focus on suggesting the fireworks. And only after this to continue downwards on the paper and start suggesting the water, the ship, and the city in the background. Now, for the sky. First, a strong wash of French ultramarine mixed with some quinacridone rose. Then, with the brush, going over it and moving the paint radially to suggest the blossoming of the fireworks in the sky. Being a quite consistent wash, it covered some parts of the drawing, so I need to lift some paint and suggest again the mast of the ship. I also suggest a bit the contour of the silhouette of the city. Not all of it, just a contour, so it will blend softly with the sky. And as this wash became only a bit damp, I can start to suggest the fireworks by lifting up watercolor. When lifting up paint, it's important that the brush is clean and a bit damp. The watercolor from the paper travels easier if the brush is already a bit damp. So once you've lifted the ray, be sure to remove the watercolor from the brush with the help of a paper towel. And then redo this process. Always remove the excess of watercolor from the brush with a paper towel and from time to time also clean the brush. It's not hard at all, but you need a bit of patience to do this progressively. Now that I've lifted up some watercolor and made place for the fireworks in the composition, we can start to add more color to them. I'll be using a thin rigger brush and try to make thin and long brush strokes starting from the center of the explosion, mainly with a purple rose, but also with orange and with white gouache. We can leave the fireworks as they are for now and start with painting the water. I start by pre-wetting the surface and then making a mix of French ultramarine, neutral tint and a bit of quinacridone rose. As you see, I'm using the same colors that we've used for the sky. Now we can start to paint the water wet on wet. So from now on I'll continue with the water, then I'll focus a bit on the ship and then on better defining the silhouette of the city. So I'll let you enjoy this part. It has a lot of text notes and I'll catch you back close to the end when we'll be finishing up the fireworks. So now that we've finished painting the water, the ship and the silhouette of the city, we can add a few fine details to the fireworks. With the help of a toothbrush, I'm creating a few more atmospheric splatters, mainly on the fireworks, but also a few on the surface of the water. And then I'll take again the small rigger brush and create thin white strokes around the fireworks and make them look more like blossoms. Now, let's remove the tape and see the painting with the nice white border. Before we do this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts with me in a comment below.